Hey Louise, Mr. Spooner here. I thought I would just make a little video for your questions. So here we go. Your first question was, why is -4 squared negative or positive? So here's the deal. If there's no parentheses, this is kind of like what we talked about. You're going to do 4 squared. You're going to do this part first. I wanted this to be purple. It's going to be 4 squared first, which is 16, and then you just plop that negative sign on. So it's almost like a miniature PEMDAS problem. You do the exponents, 4 times 4, and then you just throw the minus sign on. So what do you think this one over here would be? -5 squared. Think about it for a second. Pause the video if you have to. You would do 5 squared, which is 25, and then you plop that negative sign on. All right, now how is this one different? Because of the parentheses, they're actually saying -4, I don't like that, -4 times -4. See, here the negative wasn't inside the parentheses. Here it is. So -4 times -4 is just positive 16. So what do you think? Hold on. I want this one to be negative. What do you think this one would be, Louise? Pause it. -5 squared, it's going to be positive 25 because it's -5 times -5. All right, this one, square root of -49. All right, so hopefully you know that the square root of 49 would be 7 because 7 times 7 is 49. All right, so first you might think maybe this is -7, but that doesn't work because -7 times -7 would be positive 49. Well, it also can't be positive 7, so the answer is there is actually no answer. So that's why we say it's undefined. Or you could write no answer because there is no square root of -49. Now, if the square root were on the outside, then it's like the last page. You would do square root of 49, which is 7, and then just plop the negative on the outside. So negative on the inside, the answer is undefined. Negative on the outside, that's how you're going to get an answer of -7. All right, little PEMDAS problem here. We're going to do our exponents first. So just like we talked about before, this is going to be -9 because it's 3 squared. And then plop that negative sign on. Square root of 25 is just 5. And then let's see. Then we've done all that. So I'll just rewrite the rest of the problem. All right, now I have to do all multiplication and division. So I'm going to do this right here. 10 divided by -2. So that's going to be, hold on, let me write this. 10 divided by -2 is -5. So look, I still have this minus sign. And then I have -5. And then I have the rest. And the only thing that's tricky from here is see these two minus signs together? I'm going, whenever you have a minus next to another minus, two negatives next to each other, it turns into one big plus sign. Only when they're right next to each other touching. So now we can just do this out. -9 minus 5 is -14. Plus 5 would be -9. Plus 3 would be -6. Minus 2 would be -8. And then at the end, we have -8 plus 8. Wow, after all that work, it looks like our answer is just going to be 0. Hopefully I did that right. And then our last one, this one's actually a trick question. And the key is, see how you have a -37.6 and a positive 37.6? Well, -37.6 plus positive 37.6 would just be 0. So that goes away. Now we have a positive 9.7 minus 9.7. That's just 0. So that goes away. So after all that, you know what we're left with? Just 12.4, which is our final answer. If you were to type this in on a calculator and not do that shortcut that I did, you'd still get 12.4, but isn't it a lot easier to do it without all those decimal addition and subtraction? All right, so hope this was helpful. Good luck studying tonight. Email me if you have any questions. Adios.